Imagine this. You're in the middle of a bustling city square. The sun is bright. People are going about their day. And suddenly, a commotion erupts. A crowd gathers, shouting and pointing. They drag a woman into the center of the square, right in front of a well-known teacher named Jesus. She's terrified, ashamed, and completely alone. The mood is tense. A group of religious leaders, the self-proclaimed guardians of the law, step forward. One of them speaks, his voice dripping with self-righteousness. "Teacher," he says, "we caught this woman in the very act of adultery. The law of Moses says we must stone her, so." "What do you say? It was a trap, a cruel public test. If Jesus said, 'Let her go,' he'd be accused of ignoring the sacred law. If he said, 'Stone her,' his message of mercy and compassion would be shattered." The crowd holds its breath, waiting, the woman's fate and Jesus' reputation hang in the balance. But Jesus does something no one expects. He doesn't answer. Instead, he calmly kneels and begins to write in the dust with his finger. What is he writing? No one knows for sure. Maybe he's just buying time, letting the tension simmer down. Or maybe he's writing the sins of the accusers. Visible only to them, the silence is deafening. The accusers grow impatient. They press him again, demanding an answer. Finally, Jesus stands up. He looks around, making eye contact with each of the men holding stones. Then he says something that changes everything. "All right," he says calmly. "Let the one among you who has never sinned be the first to throw a stone at her." Wow, the challenge is laid bare. He didn't break the law, but he flipped the script entirely. He turned the judgment back on the judges themselves. One by one, the accusers are struck by his words. The oldest ones, who have had more time to make mistakes, feel it first. The stones in their hands suddenly feel heavy. They look down at their own lives, their own hidden faults. The self-righteous anger drains away, replaced by a quiet, personal shame. The oldest man drops his stone. Then another, and another. Soon, the entire crowd of accusers melts away, leaving just Jesus and the woman. He looks at her, not with condemnation, but with kindness. "Woman," he asks gently, "where are they? Has no one condemned you?" She looks up, her voice barely a whisper. "No one, sir." Then Jesus speaks the words that give her a new beginning. "Then neither do I condemn you," he says. "Go now and leave your life of sin." In that moment, he didn't just save her life. He gave her a second chance. He offered her dignity when everyone else offered judgment. This story isn't just about a woman saved from stones. It's about the powerful idea that every single one of us deserves grace over judgment, and that a second chance is the most beautiful gift we can receive. It reminds us to look at our own hearts before we judge others, and to always lead with compassion. Thanks for watching.